is it just me, or has the world and life in general become a little different than what it used to be, say, even 2 to 3 years back? Sometimes I feel I'm the only one who feels this way, but I'm sure there are many others like me across the world who have been going through some massive shifts in their life, be it personal or be it from the professional point of view. So, this got me thinking about the changes that have happened in my personal journey as well as in my professional outlook. Here are some of them which have happened over the last 3 years, let's say from 2022, and have culminated at this point in April 2025. What are those shifts? First of all, I have started realizing that I do not need to worry about what the other person will think about me, or what kind of an impression the other person gets of me. I have completely somehow stopped thinking about that aspect. But it doesn't mean that I do not respect their emotions, or I do not respect where they are coming from. But it's just that I do not put too much pressure on myself to be in other people's good books. This was something that I have always done right up till the time that I started realizing that it doesn't always, I mean, the outcome isn't always what you expect or what you desired. So, in a word, or in two words, this is called people pleasing. I had been a big people pleaser, and I started realizing this, and it was like this. Say in a professional setup, I meet someone. The first thing what I would do is I would go out of my way to project my best self to them. Actually, not just professional, any field for that matter, family stuff, personal life stuff, in general, day to day interaction stuff. I would always put this immense pressure to appear good to that person, or to get in the person's good books. I no longer do that. So I'm just listing these things randomly, whatever's coming to my mind. I have not scripted this at all. I suddenly realized that this is something that needs to be shared, because I am sure I'm not the only one who's feeling this way. So, secondly, so again, since this channel talks a lot about work life, professional life, job life, what I would do earlier is, whenever I would join a company or whenever I would come on board in something, uh, first few weeks I would be like all out, full energy, full dedication, focus, discipline, and this inherent need to fit into that ecosystem, that deep set desire to fit into their space so that they accept me. Also putting so much focus on the work that I would literally live the work, I would carry it back home. I would think concept, I would think strategies, even while sleeping, or when I've just laid down to sleep, I would think strategies. I would dream strategies, and that would be the first thing that I would think of in the morning. uh, so much need to impress others, so much need to fit in. So this is something that I've done in my professional life. And so point number 2 is actually connected to point number 1, because this people pleasing attitude comes from a space of having to fit in, having to be in other people's good books, and therefore the fallout of that is you put so much effort in the first phase of your engagement with whatever, be it a relationship or a professional venture, whatever it is. So I put so much effort that I would feel spent very quickly, in the sense I would exhaust myself. Basically, I would just exhaust myself, and then a restlessness would start, things would frustrate me, etc. So I no longer do this. I take it slow. The way I have sort of rearranged my professional life currently is that I'm taking up creative projects, and I'm taking my time to sort of settle in. I'm absorbing without putting too much. Just give me one moment. I have to pause this here. I have to put the fan on. Yes. So, like I was saying, I would put so much effort and pressure into that engagement that I would get exhausted very quickly. So this is another thing that I do not do anymore. I don't put too much pressure on myself to perform. I just let it sit with me and proceed more organically. I take it as it comes. The other thing is, a third point, I have realized that everybody has their own problems, and sometimes people closest to you will not be the same as you thought they were, or maybe this is a stage when you discover who they truly are, in a good way, in a bad way. I wouldn't say bad, but things about your closest people will surprise you to such an extent that in a way you will sort of understand their psychology, and you will stop getting angry on them. So it starts like this: when the masks fall off, you become angry, right? Because you thought so and so was like this, but they eventually turned out to be a certain other way, or some hidden aspects of their personalities have sort of found their way out, and you're disappointed with this. You feel cheated, you feel angry. But then if you actually work on that and you sort of understand their psychology, you will no longer feel angry. So this is the third point. I've stopped feeling angry on people, because there's no point in feeling angry. You can't change that person. Or if a person has actually revealed their true colors through, maybe intentionally, unintentionally, unconsciously, maybe they were not aware, whatever stage or level of consciousness this thing operates in, but eventually you will feel disappointed. An image of that person or that thing breaks down. So then anger comes in. But then if you can manage that anger, you will also see and realize the psychology of these people and where they are coming from, and you will stop getting angry. And this eventually leads to the fourth thing, which I have realized is so important, which I've never really done in my life, which I should have, was boundaries. So once you realize people's psychologies and you sort of like understand why you're angry, why they do certain things, or well, why it was important for them, for their true selves to be revealed to you at that point of time, when you understand deep aspects of events and incidents that happen in your life, you will start realizing that it's okay, these are lessons. You can use them to build your own self. So yeah, the fourth point thus is boundaries. So now I consciously make an effort to draw boundaries where they are needed, not just through physical distancing sometimes, but also through emotional distancing. Because eventually, what a person feels or how a person feels is that person's accountability, not yours. Of course, it's not good to deliberately make a person feel bad or make a person feel sad. It's not, you shouldn't do this. So this sort of makes you realize their POV as well. And then you'll find it very easy to manage your own emotions also. So these were just some of the things that I've learned over the past, I would say, 3 years, from 2022 to 2025. And of course, I mean, the world and life at large and life in general has not really been the same ever since 2019, ever since the pandemic. A lot of things have changed, not just the way the world operates, but also the way we look at the world. The way people work have been changing and has changed so much. The way people perceive themselves has changed so much. But the last 3 years especially have been pivotal. Like it was almost like something was turning, like some gears were turning and the machine was being reset with probably intended full transparency. You know what I mean? So, yeah, these were 4 lessons that I have learned over the past 3 years. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. If you happen to resonate, do let me know. This really means a lot. And do share this with those you feel have been, talking to you about this same thing. Because I guess it's true. I guess there is a tribe out there who also feels this way. So let me know your thoughts. And till then, stay radical.